Okay, today we're going to do a quick video tour of this Apex Ultra-Lite that I bought from General RV. It's a 30-foot trailer, travel trailer, really spacious, sleeps about 8 people pretty comfortably. This is what it looks like here on the outside. We just gave it a pretty good wash. But it's got up here in the front 2 propane tanks. Just underneath here, both working and functional. A brand new battery I just bought that is working perfectly, you can see here. Spare tire underneath. I'm gonna sell it included with this tow switch or anti-sway tow hitch bars, which are really great for just making sure that this doesn't shake around while you're driving. This is where you extend and drop it. It's got a little included light here on the side. Over here you have this huge under storage space. Included, I'm going to give 2 of these leveling kits just so that you can always stay flat wherever you're camping. Right here you have a little light. This right here is your solar charge controller, so it shows you where the battery is right now. It's at 12.1 volts, whether it's receiving sun, because there's 100 watt solar panel up at the top already included. It's a 30 amp solar charge controller. This right here is a switch to turn on the front. These blue lights right here that you just see. So everything works just perfectly. And on the other side here, we have another access point to the same storage system. I'm including a lot of the stuff that you basically need to just start camping. So right here you have a 30 amp surge protector. So whenever you want to plug in, you have that. You have a few dog bones here. These are just adapters that'll plug you into whatever kind of campsite you have to have power. I also have a wireless brake controller that you can just plug into your truck or whatever you're towing with. This is really great. You can use an app to basically control, how sensitive or strong you want the brakes to be for the trailer. These are the pins that lock in the sways so that it doesn't essentially, pop off, which I can show later. And then all the other adapters that you basically would need are all in here. A small roll-on recovery traction mat with its carrying bag. I've never used it, so it's brand new. Basically, this is what you need to get plugged in from the back, like a silicone slide treatment, a seal saver for all the windows, and then 2 freshwater, hoses, a garden hose for the gray water tank, and a few odds and ends that you definitely will use. So I wanted to include all that with the trailer. And then I also have, this is a manual jack. So you have 4 leveling jacks on this trailer. Here we have, this is a manual jack that you can use to actually manually push this down if you needed to. Or if you have an actual impact drill, you can just use that instead. And then this is to essentially attach the anti-sway hitches onto there. So those are both going to be included. Here is where you fill up your water. It's got a 30-gallon tank. Here's the water heater, working perfect. I just got it reserviced. Here's where you release your liquid waste from the front. And then back here, you have your whole slide out. This really makes it super spacious inside of the actual unit. In here is a tank flush valve, so just to clean out the gray water and the black water tanks. Here's where you plug in for city water, and then also where you plug in for city power, right? There's also a cable hookup right there if you wanted to use that, also working just great. Here the body waste, so for the bathroom, and then the bathroom sink and shower as well. So both of those are included there. Here's the rear. It's got a rear door access point, which is really, really great. I'll show that a little bit later. But yeah, very spacious here on the outside. One of the coolest things it also has here in the back is a rear fridge. Right now it's off, but you can just turn it on right here. It works great. So if you're grilling or whatever, you have a fridge here for yourself. Here's the grill. You just pull this out like this. And then you can just flip this over. And you basically have yourself a flat, grill. Right here is the rear tube for it that you just attach right underneath here and then open to get gas. But this is a really great feature with a lot of storage also here. Also some outlets here in the outside, so when you're connected to shore power, you can plug in outside, and another TV unit. So if you did want to mount a TV back here, I guess you can do that. Exhaust point, 2 wheels, and this is the outside. You have a huge awning as well. As you can see, this isn't fully extended because we're still here in the washing area. An extra feature I forgot to showcase is this. Actually, there's a rear shower right here. So you just turn it on, and it has both hot and cold water. So you can actually use this as a proper outdoor shower. Here is the roof. It's in great condition. No leaks, no issues. Bathroom area is here. This is the air conditioner, the awning, second vent fan. Here's the panel, and then the vent fan for the bedroom. But yeah, all looks pretty good. Alright, and this is what it looks like inside the actual unit. We'll start here in the bedroom. So it's really nice. You actually have an upgraded queen mattress here. This was a very expensive mattress. It's incredibly comfortable. It still has the whole cover on it, so it's like new. Lots of storage here. So you have 2 racks like this, and then another whole space right here for your clothes. As you can see, both sides there. 2 windows on each side, one there and one here. You have a skylight right here. It doesn't have a vent fan, but you can just open it. And there's also a space here where you can mount a television with the plugs that you need for that. Vents there and here just for air conditioning when you have it on. Here's where you have your power unit, where you can basically tells you everything, how much battery you have, how much fresh water you have, what the black tank is filled at, and the gray one is this one, and gray 2 is the rear gray water. Here's where you control the slide out. You want to bring it in or out. And then the awning as well is this button right here. So you can extend it and retract it. So extend, retract. So you can see everything's working. You also have a rear light here. So that's what this awning light is right here. So that just turns it on and off. So when you arrive at camp, you have a light. And then this controls all the living room lights. So if you want to have just the first ones come on, you can leave that on and off just like that. And then here in the kitchen, we have a really big sink with plugs right here. Water works great, both hot and cold. So left is hot, and it gets pretty hot very fast, so be mindful. And then cold. You have a 3-burner stove right here. When you're in camp mode, you can just close it down. And then you have this to cover up the sink. Just like that, which is really nice. And then you actually have an oven, which is really, really great. So that's to use for the oven. These are the 3 burners, and then this is just to start it up. So if you wanted to, you don't even need a lighter. You just go like this and start it, just like that. So that's all that. You have a window right here, so when you're cooking, you can just open it right up. And you also have another vent fan right here, so we usually leave that open when cooking, and it has an actual vent that runs as well. Right here you also have a microwave. Right now we have it unplugged, but let me turn it on. So this is actually where you have your circuit. Right now we're not connected to shore power, so it's not going to work right now. When you're connected to shore power, it will turn on. So that's that. You have a light here and a fan as well. Just like that. Cool. Then you also have your fridge and freezer. So this is the freezer. Just been working all day, so we have a lot of food here. And the fridge, but really clean and spacious. It's really quite nice. And then you have under storage right here. Another space for just extra things like bags. That what we've always had there. You have a television controller right here. So that's for the TV right there. 2 windows here in the back. This is a pull-out couch and another window right here that you can just slide up in and out. All of these windows basically work the same. You just kind of push it out like this and it kind of vents out a little bit, which is nice. But this is a pull-out couch, so that actually can sleep 2 very comfortably. It just comes out and then it spreads out through the living space. And then you also have this kitchen dining area, which this will also come down and create essentially a queen bed or a full bed with these 2 cushions on top of the actual table. You have under storage here, which is very big and spacious, and this is just where the circuit box is, so microwave and all of your stuff, all the fuses, etc. Then you also have a lot of storage here for food, basically a pantry. This is for the TV mount that I put up back there, which I'll do in a minute, and then some extra storage. And then also storage down here and here. Here's where you control your AC. So you can see it's on and working functionally. And then back here, we converted it essentially into one space, so you actually can use the living space. And you also have a monitor right here that is on a swivel. So you can essentially bring it up or down. Right there, you have 3 windows here in the back, all working the same way. Just like that, with a little bookshelf. And then this spreads out, so you essentially lift this, open it up, drop it, and then you have a full bed. Right here you have the full bathroom with its own vent fan as well. Here's the bathroom sink as well. And plugs, the light right here, mirror, extra storage, vent fan also with a motor. And then you have your full bathroom, your toilet here, which has a pushing button there, just as to flush. And then your full shower, really nice. That works just great. So you, like all of these things, you just kind of press it and it starts to come out like that. But yep, full shower. This is really nice too. It locks in place like most RVs will. And that is it. Show what it looks like when you have this set up as a full bed. So that's what that looks like. So you basically have like a separate room right here. So if you have children, this is a really great space. They even have their own television. Obviously in the living room space, you also have a TV right there. Yeah, and I guess in the kitchen, I don't know if I showed all these, but you have all of this storage as well. Up here, down below where the plumbing goes, and some extra storage here. Yeah, let us know if you have any questions.